Stephen McBee Jr. asks Calah Jackson to get back together. Realize some things. See why Stephen McBee Jr. is having second thoughts about his breakup with Calah Jackson. Are they together or not? Stephen McBee Jr. and Calah Jackson's on-and-off-again relationship hit yet another curve when the couple met for coffee during Season 2, Episode 8 of the McBee Dynasty, Real American Cowboys. The two sat down for a possible reconciliation, despite another split after a dramatic trip to the Ozarks. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, Stephen declared in the August 18th episode. Well, here I am, doing the exact same thing and hoping for a different result. He beamed a big smile as Calah walked into the coffee shop and the two embraced before sitting down to talk. The last few weeks, obviously I've had a lot of time on my hands at night and I think that I realized some things, Stephen told her. He apologized for how he spoke to her during the McBee family's Ozarks vacation. With as stressed out as I've been, I've put a lot of the blame on you. When I'm realizing that it wasn't you, he added. Like, no matter what happens or how I'm feeling, there's never ever an excuse for me to lose control like that, and I'm sorry for that. Stephen's been frank about his conflicted feelings since splitting with Calah, calling it hard as hell for him in Episode 7, and admitted he's not ready to give Calah up. Obviously, she's gorgeous, he said in the August 18th episode. Honestly, I melt. I am completely weak whenever she looks this damn good. And yeah, we've been through some SHT together, but you know, this is my best friend. Calah was taken aback by Stephen's apology and asked, "Where was this 3 weeks ago?" "I think with a little bit of space and a little bit of alone time, you get a clearer head," Stephen explained. Calah accepted his words and replied, "It does mean a lot that you just said that." Stephen McBee Jr. asks Calah Jackson to attend Jesse's wedding as his date. After floating the idea of a reconciliation, Stephen shared his desire for Calah to be his date to his brother Jesse McBee's wedding to Ali Ventresca. "I don't know. It's still such an uncomfortable situation," Calah admitted, and shared that her concern was being around the McBee family. Viewers will recall Stephen's mother, Christy McBee, has been open in the past about her negative feelings for Calah. Stephen's brother, Cole McBee, also got into a shouting match with Calah in the Ozarks in Episode 5, telling her, "You wouldn't be anywhere without Stephen." All of this was weighing on Calah as she spoke to Stephen in the August 18th episode. "Yeah, I see it from your perspective," Stephen admitted. "I just think if you were to come to the wedding, we could just have a good time. Just stress-free." Stephen continued to try and convince Calah to join him for the nuptials. "I know that you love getting dressed up," he told her. "I don't ever get to dress up. And I know you always want to go out for a nice dinner. It'd be a good time." Related, why Jesse McBee was hesitant to ask Ali for a prenup with $50 million payout at stake, exclusive. He tried to sweeten the deal by adding that he'd be in slacks and a sports coat and a BOLO tie. "Oh, you're dressing up," she exclaimed. "Like, fully loaded." Although she told Stephen we'll see, she admitted to having doubts. "I don't know what the right decision is right now with the wedding. I just don't want any more drama," she confessed. Get more with Bravo Insider. Sign up for Bravo Insider and read behind-the-scenes features including Cynthia Bailey unpacks the differences between filming RHOA and Rob, night and day. Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, a complete guide according to Bravolebs. Brittany Cartwright reveals the real reason she wore that tiny romper to a job interview. Backfired. Angela Oakley on the RHOA beef she squashed too soon and what you didn't see at the reunion. Confessional Interviews 101. What Bravolebs eat, how they prepare, and more behind-the-scenes secrets. Cole McBee apologizes to Calah Jackson for their explosive Ozarks argument. Cole and Calah got into a blowout argument during Episode 5 that ended with Calah leaving the vacation in the Ozarks early and ultimately splitting with Stephen again. Cole was upset that Calah talk SSHT about Stephen all the time, and added it pisses me the F.K. off. But 3 weeks later, Cole decided to apologize for his words in the August 18th episode. "I definitely have been feeling embarrassed. I know I said some things that are pretty hard to come back from," he told Calah and later added, "I don't expect you to forgive me. I just want you to know that I am very sorry about what I said, and the things I said, they weren't true. Related, the McBees share unfiltered opinions on Calah and Steven Jr.'s relationship. Calah accepted his apology. I mean, it takes a lot for you to come over here and say sorry and own up to it, so I do appreciate that a lot, she said. Because it did really hurt me. But I do appreciate the apology. It means a lot. Cole admitted that he hoped his apology would help Steven and Calah's uncertain relationship. I want everybody to be happy. I feel bad that I got involved in you guys' relationship, he told them. I know how it is whenever me and Casey Atkinson are in our relationship and people got involved, and it makes it 10 times harder to figure anything out. I hope both you guys can get clarity in what you guys want to do with your life. Don't miss Calah sharing a look at her life in photos since she and Steven parted ways. Calah Jackson shares a look at her life since Steven McBee Jr. split. Photos. The McBee dynasty, real American cowboy's beauty, just returned from a mountain getaway with her sweet old man. Calah Jackson is living her best life with her sweet old man. The McBee dynasty, real American cowboy's beauty, shared the update in an August 14th Instagram story shortly after returning from a mountain getaway with her dog, Rocco. My sweet old man, she captioned a photo of her and the pooch. Had the best week in Colorado exploring with him. Go inside Calah Jackson's Aspen getaway. Life is good. As seen on her Instagram, Calah spent most of the trip in Aspen, Colorado, where she enjoyed a scenic hike, wine tasting, and delicious-looking food. Life is good, she captioned an August 12th photo of her al fresco lunch at Casa
Calah
Tua.
also stopped by
Kimo Sabe,
Steven McBee
the
Jr.
iconic Western wear store that has been heavily featured in
Life
the Real
now
Housewives
that he and
of
Calah
Beverly
are
Hills.
over.
Kyle Richards once said visiting Kimo Sabe was a rite of passage for all Aspen visitors. Calah left the shop with a stunning beige cowboy hat that she branded with her initials, a puppy paw, and the letter R. The admitted city girl rocked the new hat while hitting a few more Aspen hotspots, including the French Pan-American restaurant Calah and the French Alpine Bistro. There's a new sheriff in town, she captioned August 14th photos of her posing with a hat and a glass of wine. Calah revealed she has since returned home and was ready to catch up on her shows and do 500 loads of laundry. Get more with Bravo Insider. Sign up for Bravo Insider and read behind-the-scenes features including Cynthia Bailey unpacks the differences between filming RHOA and Rob, night and day. Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, a complete guide according to Bravolebs. Brittany Cartwright reveals the real reason she wore that tiny romper to a job interview. Backfired. Angela Oakley on the RHOA beef she squashed too soon, and what you didn't see at the reunion. Confessional Interviews 101. What Bravolebs eat, how they prepare, and more behind-the-scenes secrets. Calah Jackson and Steven McBee Jr.'s relationship drama. The Dallas resident shared the life update just weeks after Steven McBee Jr. confirmed their split. The couple met back in 2021 while filming Joe Millionaire for Richer or Poorer and had an on-and-off-again relationship over the following years. Fans got a closer look at the dynamic in the McBee Dynasty Season 2, which shed light on the drama between Calah and Steven's family. Related, Calah tells a producer about the final straw that ended her and Steven McBee Jr.'s relationship. Steven and I have been through a lot of ups and downs, Calah said in Season 2, Episode 2. We've gone through a lot together, but we love each other, and the only times we've really had major issues is when other people get involved. Tensions escalated during a family getaway to the Ozarks, where Calah got into a heated exchange with Steven's brother, Cole McBee. The confrontation led Calah to end her trip early as uncertainty loomed over her and Steven's relationship. Where Calah Jackson and Steven McBee Jr. stand today. While it's unclear if Steven and Calah will reunite by the end of Season 2, the former recently told The Daily Dish that he and Calah were not romantically involved. We still talk from time to time, but I would say things are not great at this point, he said before being asked about a potential reconciliation. That door's closed. I think there's just been so much damage done that at some point you just have to say, hey, I care about you as a person and we had a great run and a great relationship at times, but there's just too many things to try and undo here. Too much damage done to try and patch up and repair. I'd rather start fresh with someone new than go back trying to fix everything. Learn more about Calah and Steven's relationship history and why Steven refused to take a side in the Calah versus Cole confrontation. Calah issues Steven Jr. a chilling warning about FBI investigation. Truth is gonna come out. The McBee dynasty's Calah Jackson reveals she knows secrets about ex-Steven McBee Jr.'s family. As Steven McBee Jr. attempted to defuse an explosive argument between Calah Jackson and Cole McBee on the McBee dynasty, Real American Cowboys, his ex-girlfriend dropped a cryptic bombshell. The truth will f***ing come out, Steven, and you're gonna f***ing be buried for this s.t. She warned him during Season 2, Episode 5's Ozark's family getaway, before asking why he was scared. In a confessional, Calah, who was upset that her ex didn't have her back amid the Cole drama, confirmed that she was referring to the then-ongoing FBI investigation into his father, Steven McBee Sr., and the family's Missouri-based McBee Farm and Cattle Company. Steven told me that Steve was being investigated by the FBI, she revealed to a producer, further accusing him of trying to stop her from talking about it in front of his family, most of whom were unaware of the patriarch's legal issues at the time. Related, inside Steven McBee and the McBee Farm and Cattle Company's legal issues. Later, Calah continued, I have so much tea on this family. If I wanted to, I could bury them. Trust me, there are secrets that they would not want to come out, although there might be one coming out pretty soon. Steven McBee Jr. reacts to Calah Jackson's FBI investigation comments. Steven Jr., for his part, acknowledged in a separate confessional, Calah is trying to threaten me right now, adding, I can see it in her eyes. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Still, his main concern at the time was convincing his drunk ex to leave the kitchen, where she'd continued to face off with Cole after an earlier dockside dust-up, and cool off downstairs for the night. Related, Steven Jr. makes a shocking confession about FBI investigation in Hot Mic Moment. Your immaturity at 32 years old is absolutely insane, Steven told Calah, after pushing her chair to the other side of the room. You want to make things as bad as humanly possible between you and everyone in my family. I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong here. Should Cole have responded the way he did? No. But that's my kin brother. Cole was just defending me. Following the tense back and forth, Calah tearfully packed her bags and left the Ozarks early, still insisting that she'd done nothing wrong. Why Christy McBee is done with Steven McBee Jr. and Calah Jackson's drama. In the wake of their argument, Steven's mom, Christy McBee, questioned why he would drink with Calah all day, noting that she'd seen the train wreck coming from a mile away. This isn't love, she declared, prompting her eldest son to agree. You guys cannot be together. I've been telling you this for how long, the McBee matriarch continued. You guys make each other miserable. It's not ever going to be all good with you guys. In a confessional, Christy elaborated, it's hard for me to watch Steven make mistakes. He wanted to treat her right, especially after Calah's sister passed away. I'm done with all this. Steven isn't perfect, but she's poison for my family. And I'm not gonna allow it anymore. Earlier, Christy, who had already agreed to help Calah secure a new Dallas apartment, also addressed claims that her son's ex is a gold digger in a producer interview. Funny you say that, she responded to the prompt. That's what was said when they first met. And honestly, I'm getting really frustrated Sr. under FBI I would do anything to get her out of his life. Steven Sr. pleaded guilty to one count of federal crop insurance fraud in November 2024, thereby admitting that he engaged in fraudulent activity from 2018 to 2020 that caused an economic loss to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, according to a statement from the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Western District of Missouri. Steven had allegedly submitted fraudulent documents underreporting his corn crop and soybean crop totals in 2018, resulting in the receipt of more than a combined $3 million in federal crop insurance subsidies and federal crop insurance premium subsidies. In addition to facing up to 30 years in federal prison without parole, he has to pay more than $3 million in restitution to the government. Steven's sentencing is currently scheduled for September 9, 2025, according to DTN. Get more with Bravo Insider. Sign up for Bravo Insider and read behind-the-scenes features including Summer House cast reveals behind-the-scenes filming secrets, including those mystery packages. Real Housewives on vacation. The delicate science behind group trip room assignments. Portia Williams details journey from innocent RHOA newbie to supernova on season 16. From friend of to full-time Real Housewife, Kiarna and Shamaya tell all. Get more details on the legal and financial issues that could cause the McBees to lose the farm here.